God, my allergies are bad. Shit.
No.
I'm allergic to questionable lighting. Oh, God.
That and Suicide Force. No.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna do a review.
Once I get done sneezing like a madman. This crazy ass winter. Usually my fucking allergies are done when summer ends.
Right.
But summer hasn't apparently ended yet. Actually, we're just in keeping with the movie. We're doing this from the inside of a hollowed out horse.
We're doing this Empire Strikes Back style.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh man, I thought the horse smelled bad on the outside. Oh.
Yes.
So if you're gonna go see one forest movie this weekend,
it is not the forest.
It's not the forest. I like that someone would be like, I gotta see some movie this weekend, and it's just gotta have something to do with the fucking forest. Do I go see the forest? That's a little too obvious. No, go see the one that's making pretty much all the rounds on the best of list.
Yeah.
It finally came to Springfield. This is the first night it's in Springfield. This is Thursday night, or Friday morning.
Right.
So it finally came here, so we finally got a chance to see it. This movie's tense as shit.
No kidding. Doesn't fucking let up. Brutal as fuck, man.
So awesomely brutal.
Oh my god.
This is such...
And it's weird to see Tarantino's stylized violence set in this time period, and then just to see this fucking brutal shit.
What a time to be alive.
Right? No fucking kidding. Oh, shit.
Like, I don't think that there's a sunny sky in this entire film. Don't get me wrong, a lot of it's in daylight, but, like...
You get to see the sun.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of it as it fucking sets.
As it's setting. Under the bleakest of clouds.
Oh, shit.
After this movie, I just assume... every day looked like that in the 1800s. Like, we didn't start seeing blue skies till around, like, 1953.
It was the greenhouse gases. I mean, that's what it was. People should be thankful. You see this? We have sunshine now, thanks to pollution. Yay!
Back then, they had their fires and their, like, frontiersman shit, making the sky all cloudy.
Right. It was all smoke from the fires.
It was to hide the fact in case you...
bison farts.
Bison farts. And if you just really had to just axe a motherfucker to death.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
This is, in part, a true story.
Yeah, this guy, the Leo DiCaprio, he plays Glass. His last name's Glass.
Yeah.
I think, is it...
Hugh Glass.
Hugh Glass.
Yeah.
Who was a real-life frontiersman, who actually got fucking mauled by a bear.
Fuck.
And crawled his ass out of the wilderness, 6 weeks to the nearest fort.
Yeah.
And fucking lived. And then tracked down the motherfucker that left him for dead. Mm-hmm. Stole his guns and all his shit. And I guess in real life, he wasn't able to take his revenge because the dude enlisted. So there's a little... You're really not supposed to kill anybody in the United States Army, so he had to kind of...
give the movie a narrative.
Yeah. So, it's a little bit more visceral in the movie,
This time period, man, I think this is like 1823.
Yeah, it's early 19th century, yeah.
Man, this time period, man, this would be the type of thing where this guy survives, like, hundreds of miles through wilderness after being mauled by, like, a fucking bear, makes it, after 6 weeks, to some kind of civilization, and then who knows, like, maybe, like, 3 weeks later, he'd, like, die of an infection of a stubbed toe, or, like, pneumonia, the fever,
right?
Some shit. Fuck. I'm like, dude, you might want to take care of those bear wounds, man. That's gonna get a serious infection.
He died of consumption.
Oh, God. Yeah. Same thing like Oregon Trail. It's dysentery, but
there you
been
go.
involved
He fucking
somewhere.
died of dysentery. This dude was fucking hardcore. I mean, Leo's hardcore in the movie, but fucking God, is this dude like? He sets his own. He breaks his leg.
Yeah.
He gets scratched all the. I was actually reading up on this after the movie because I was kind of interested to see, you know, when they have these based on a true story. You know, always know they have the embellished shit. Apparently, there wasn't a whole lot in this movie that was embellished. He got fucking mauled by a bear, broke his leg, tore his back so badly that ribs were exposed.
You see that shit in the movie.
Yeah. So he sets his leg, he kills the fucking bear.
Yeah.
I guess in real life he had help, which, that's not easy taking down a full-grown grizzly bear, especially when you're fucking being mauled by
It's the most fucking intense bear attack since, like, The Edge.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. This bear does everything but fuck him.
Pretty much. Like, steps on his back.
Steps on his face.
Drags him, picks him up, kind of tosses him around like a rag doll.
Cuts him in the throat.
Yes, cuts his...
That shit's scary. I remember that level from Red Dead Redemption. We were going through the mountains. Like, alright.
And the bear just comes out of nowhere, just starts fucking you up.
It scares shit out of you. Like, okay, I just need to get to the top of this mountain. Alright, easy enough. Holy shit! Dead. Fuck!
I don't remember Marston getting that badly fucked up by a bear, though. It usually cut out before he ripped his face off, but no.
I assume in real life it's just like when I play that game. He dies, I scream fuck, and then he's back again.
And they were good.
Yeah, they were good.
Oh
man, I still got a bounty on me. Shit.
So then his two, in real life, there's Trapper. He joins this expedition of 100 men that are trapping up and down the Missouri River.
Oh god, and this bear attack scene is after an already brutal fight sequence.
They get fucking attacked by a raiding Indian party because they're after the guys that stole the chief's daughter.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that was not a good idea because they're just fucking rampaging throughout this entire fucking movie. And so I think they've started out like 45 men is what they said. And by the time the attack's over and they get to safety, there's 10.
By the 10-minute mark of the movie.
Yes.
Fuck.
This is how a movie fucking starts.
Yeah, this is the fucking opening scene. Like, you're sitting there and you're like, kinda calm because the movie's just started. You see a couple of guys shooting the shit with each other. You sort of think like, okay, these are a couple people we're gonna be following through the movie. Yeah. Maybe. No. Instantly, boom! Arrow to the fucking neck.
Yes.
I don't know who the fuck's gonna survive this other than DiCaprio and Tom Hardy.
Out of fucking nowhere, too. It's just like, what the fuck? Just whoop. And then drops. And they're coming from all fucking different directions.
Yeah.
So they steal their pelts. The guys get away. Glass is kind of their tracker. He's getting them back safely. He's leading them up and down. And right away, he and Tom Hardy's character, Fitzgerald, are at odds on what they should do. Fitzgerald wants to stay in the boat and ride the river down a little farther where...
Tom Hardy is being that dickhead who every one of those motherfuckers in that party is thinking in their head, like, why couldn't he have been one of the fucking ones that got killed off?
Why did he fucking survive?
Why is this asshole surviving? Right. I was hoping we'd be rid of him and we could get back home. So listen to his shit some more.
So they end up listening to Glass because he's more respected among the captain. And they take off the boat. And then a couple more guys end up staying on the boat. And lo and behold, they get fucked up because that same rampaging Indian party is all up and down the river just waiting for him to float down.
Yeah.
Like Glass said, but hey, let's not listen to him. So then they're...
Who would you, but in their defense, who would you rather listen, like, you got, alright, either we listen to The Great Gatsby here, or Mad Max. This movie looks kind of post-apocalyptic. temporarily, you might want to listen to Mad Max.
He didn't say much though. I'm more going with him being Bane in this movie.
Tom Hardy. Yeah.
Maybe he's wondering why you'd shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane.
I am wondering that, Bane. You raised a really interesting question there.
Yeah, what the fuck? But anyway.
Tom Hardy is so good in this. Easily, like, one of the best fucking villains of the year.
He may be one of those guys who can just play any fucking role. Any fucking role.
Mad Max. From Mad Max to this backwoods fucking murderous ass, you racist bastard guy who's just leave him for fucking dead. Just when he goes, two guys stay behind with three. Tom Hardy, DiCaprio's son, and the
Bridger.
the kid from Maze Runner.
Maze Runner and We Are the Millers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little kid who sings the Left Eye portion of Waterfalls. Which really weird to see him. And this is I think this is the first thing I've really watched him in since then. So it's kind of weird to see that transition. I'm like, wow, you got kind of hardcore.
I've seen him in a couple of things since We're the Millers.
I think I have too. I'm just I can't remember.
You know, he was originally when they were doing that remake of It, he was gonna be Pennywise. I can actually kind of see that a little bit. He's got a weird enough face.
Creepy.
Yeah, I could kind of see it.
He is kind of fucking creepy.
So Tom Hardy is looking DiCaprio in the eye, like, cause he just wants DiCaprio to die so they can just fucking leave and get back and he can get his fucking money. So he's looking him in the eye and he's just staring at him going like, blink if you want me to go ahead and kill you.
Right.
And
what's he gonna not blink?
Yeah.
Forever?
Uh-huh.
He's just sitting there waiting for him to fucking blink.
Yeah.
Even if he had something in his eye or something, that was gonna be enough for him. Just like,
Yeah,
look, he blinked.
He goes to like fucking suffocate him and shit. The sun catches him, and then he just fucking kills the sun.
Yeah. Hard just pushes him up against his tree. Kid won't shut up, so he just slides a knife in the ribs and
toss DiCaprio in this open grave. Well, let's get back so I can get my fucking money.
He's like, don't you say a fucking word about this. He was dead.
He was dead, you hear? He was fucking dead. Alright, man. I don't want you to chuck me off of this cliff. Whatever.
So, I mean, meanwhile, DiCaprio is he's obviously, like, in a fever and still beat up pretty fucking bad. But he's still conscious, so he sees all this fucking shit happen. Like, he watches him. He can't do anything. He's just on this makeshift cot just watching as his son's dying and then gets drug away.
He's so great in this movie because, I mean, he has lines in the movie, but not a lot. I mean, through a lot of the movie, he can't speak because, bear.
Yeah.
And so this is one of many outstanding acting sequences in the movie where he's really just acting with his face and his expressions
and
grunting his teeth, grunting.
what he can vocalize, which isn't much.
His eyes almost protruding out of his head as he's like watching his son be killed in front of him, and it's just like
just mouth
fucking
frothing,
revenge, you know.
Just watching it's just it's fucking intense.
It's really intense shit.
But yeah, I mean, so they throw him in this grave and leave him for dead. And he just eventually just gets up. I mean, as much as he can, he starts dragging his ass, and like you're seeing his leg, and it's twisted. It's all twisted and bent, all the fucking hell.
Just another day in 1823. Oh, I guess it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I might as well crawl out of this open grave they threw me in.
Oh, shit. And then just proceeds to just fucking crawl. And just...
hundreds of miles.
Yeah. Just fucking insane.
It's simultaneously just... one of the most intense and graphic and just bone-crunchingly painful survival/revenge films I've seen lately.
Oh yeah. Without a doubt.
As it's through and through, it's a survival film, I mean, my God, like, he's sealing his wounds with gunpowder.
Oh,
he's walking on broken bones. Yeah. He's trying to survive more attacks. He happens upon the kidnapped chief's daughter who's getting raped. And then he saves her, and she cuts the guy's nuts off, and he rides away in a horse. But at the same time, like, yeah, this as a survival film alone would work, but to also throw in, like, not only does he have to survive all of this 1800s wilderness, damn nature, you scary shit, he also wants his fucking revenge.
I know some women who would cry and moan if they didn't get their pumpkin spice latte.
I would.
I know you totally would.
Throw the McRib in there too.
I guess not just women, but just in general. I was just trying to make a point about fucking pumpkin spice lattes.
Women and Brad.
Women and Brad. So, I mean, anybody now put in that situation would fucking die.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking die.
I die when I'm playing it on a video game.
Right.
Oh, eventually I beat it. But.
And we have comforts they didn't even dream of back then. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm watching this going, God damn, damn.
We have crystal clear cola.
Well, of course we fucking do. But he was talking about when he was sealing the wounds with gunpowder. Yeah. Basically what is happening is he's got this hole in his throat.
Ugh.
That he's trying, at one point he's trying to drink, and the water is actually coming out, water mixed with blood. Mm-hmm. It's actually coming out of the hole in his throat. So he stuffs gunpowder, like right in here. Starts a fire using some of the gunpowder, gets some brush, gets it lit up, and fucking cauterizes the wound using the gunpowder. That's bravo, fucking you get your man card for life. That was fucking insane.
And this movie is so raw. I just assumed he did that shit.
Probably.
I've seen Django Unchained when DiCaprio cut his hand open and continued on with the scene. Holy fuck. For all I know, this started out as like a lighthearted comedy. Like
it was a buddy romper.
Yeah, it was a remake of Almost Heroes. But then, meanwhile, on set, poor DiCaprio gets killed gets attacked by a bear. Let's just follow him around with hidden cameras.
Oh, this is great.
See if he survives this shit, and he does.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's a long movie, man, but I mean, it's worth it. I mean, it keeps you hooked, and I mean, you want to see this guy get back. You want to see him get revenge. I mean, because you're also seeing Tom Hardy getting back as well, and then trying to play this off as like, oh, he died, and then trying to get the kid to go along with him. And, you know, you're also seeing some stuff from Tom Hardy's point of view, too. And, I mean, I think it's probably like 1 a.m. right now. I'm really tired and really sneezy. But man, this shit was fucking worth it, man.
I was very surprised. Because you're talking about how it's a long movie. It's 2 hours and like 36 minutes.
Yeah, and we got every trailer in front of this,
yeah, we did.
We were probably in there for over 3 hours.
So I'm like sitting there. I saw the runtime earlier, and I'm like, okay, all right. Uh-huh. I'm like, that could be good. It could be bad, but it didn't plot along like a long movie. It went by pretty quick.
The scenery is so beautiful. I mean, even when there's a lot of writing in this movie. There's a lot of walking, but it's gorgeous. Like it's just the landscape itself, looking at the snow falling down, the steam coming from the trees, and like catching snowflakes on their tongue, and just some of it very surreal imagery. I mean, it makes it, when there's not something horrifically violent going on, all that stuff makes it. It's. I mean, even the violence itself is pretty beautiful looking too.
Well, yeah, it's you got all that white and the blood kind of cascading off of it is very,
there's always something gorgeous to be looking at in this film. I mean, it's a movie that's, dear God, is this movie made by someone who, you see it on screen, has passion and a half for filmmaking.
Well, this guy did
Alejandro
Birdman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I could tell in certain scenes where I'm just like, okay, I can see that type of influence. Which is, I don't know, not saying anything specific, but just, I could see influences that were from Birdman, direction choices, cinematography choices that come through in this movie.
Long takes, too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, no, obviously not as many as Birdman, but I mean, in this, there's quite a bit. Like, it goes a while on that bear before it cuts away. And when they're fighting at the end, one guy with a knife, one with like a fucking hatchet and shit, a tomahawk, yeah. There's pretty brutal shit in this movie that goes a while without cutting to something else.
This is, and it's been a long time since I saw a movie where there was that much shit that was actually thrown onto a camera lens.
Yeah, I was thinking back to like Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, with the explosions.
Yeah, with like the blood splattering on the camera, and this goes. I mean, it's got that where the blood is just splattering right on the camera, but it's also got them just breathing fog right onto the fucking lens,
and then using that as a transition to a cloudy sky. I'm just like, all right, that was a neat choice. That was an interesting transition.
It's either very artistic or the cameraman is also dying.
Oh look, we'll just use that.
It's now they can feed on something for another day.
But yeah, like,
save the footage.
Yeah, when that blood gets on the camera, I'm just like, oh yeah, they're fucking close. Because that's not CGI blood. And I don't know if they did that intentionally, or it just kind of happened, and he's just like, no, go with it. Just
keep going, man.
Just keep going.
But
it was fantastic to watch. I mean, I was just like, oh, okay, this is...
It really
right.
puts you in the moment, man.
Yeah,
it is like Saving Private Ryan.
I was like, fuck, I just got blood on me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Like, every seat should be like a fucking Gallagher show or like the Evil Dead musical. You pull that shit up. Ooh,
get a fucking poncho on.
This is even better than 3D.
Oh, man.
Remember the days when, like, as we were saying, like, it's probably like 1 in the morning right now. Remember the first summer we did this? We were here till like 4 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were all literally at midnight.
Oh, my God, yes. Because that was, what was that, Thor? That was...
Thor was the first one.
Yeah, that was, what, 2010?
Something like that.
Good
2010, 2011? No, it was 2011.
2011.
Because that was, when, Transformers 3 came out.
Oh my fucking
Maybe that's why I was so mad. It's like 4 in the morning.
Right. It's 4 in the morning. I just saw the shittiest of shitty movies. So yeah, I'm a little pissed.
I'm fucking pissed. It's like 4 in the morning. I just sat through this 3-hour shitty fucking Transformers movie that the audience applauded at the end.
I forgot about that.
Remember that? The audience applauding.
I applauded during the Optimus fight, but I was like, in my head, I was going, "You've got to touch, dude."
Well, yeah, you play some Stan Bush, it makes everyone think of, imagine that shit in this movie. Oh.
You've got to touch.
You got the power! Oh, anachronistic, but I like it. When did this turn into A Knight's Tale? We're going interesting places,
shit.
Movie. I highly recommend this movie. I mean, know what you're getting in for when you watch it. If you're squeamish at all, you might want to... You know what? Fuck it. Suck it up. It's a great fucking movie. Go see it. I don't give a shit if you're squeamish or not.
It's brutal, but I mean, it's not like it's... Like, I was comparing it brutality-wise to fucking, like, Tarantino. It's not that level of ultra-violence.
It's a different kind.
It is. Like, with Hateful Eight, that violence was just over the top.
Yeah.
But you expect that. This... You expect this level of violence during that time period. Like, the Indian raids...
A story like this.
All that stuff. it's the right amount of violence.
Yeah.
It's realistic. It's not going, okay, here's another violent scene just for violence sake. No, this is every violent scene in this movie has a purpose.
Uh-huh.
And it serves a purpose.
And it's painful shit.
It is.
Like it's painful though, and I mean that in a good way. I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Like it is, you're cringing watching a lot of this. And you mentioned you brought up CGI earlier. There's very good special effects work in this movie.
Yes, there is.
From the wolves going after the bison to buffalo stampedes, moose going across the creek, all the different animals. I mean, it works. It's not, they don't abuse it, and they don't abuse the effects at all. They use them right. They blend it in with the scenery really, really well.
Like the scene where he's going off the cliff into the tree, I was like, wow, that fucking looked like he just dove into a fucking tree and the horse just went boom.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, oh shit.
Fuck. Remember that from Ravenous? Where he jumped off the thing into the
Ravenous.
So good.
Jesus.
It's such a good movie.
Wow, that's a movie I haven't thought of in a long time.
Oh, that's that movie. That's such an underrated movie. That's
Was it
fun.
Guy Pearce?
Yeah. Guy
Jeez.
Pearce, Robert Carlyle, David Arquette.
That's it. Yes, good God.
So we know that, like, so I'm like, who's going to survive this same kind of fall more? Is it going to be DiCaprio or is it going to be Guy Pearce? They both survive, but they probably wish they didn't hit the fucking ground. No, I gotta make my 10 best of the year list here at some point. Probably here pretty fucking soon. I imagine this one's going on there. This is just great filmmaking. I mean, it's entertaining. It's intense as shit. There is solid characters and this great fucking villain. Great fucking villain. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, he's not over the top. He's like everything he does, while you don't like it, you completely understand why he does it.
From this guy's point of view, this pretty bad dude, he doesn't do anything in it where you're like, no one in the world would fucking do that. He doesn't do that. Like, if you're a fucking bastard like this guy, yeah, like he's, you know, once he finds out he's been had, he is gonna take the horse and just fucking run.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
He's a survivalist of the utmost definition of that word. So the things he does are for survival, pretty much. I mean, it's not like he's doing anything to piss anybody off. He's just like, this is going to increase my odds of survival, so this is what I'm going to do. I don't care that you don't like it because you're not me. And that's his mentality throughout the entire movie. So, and it works really well.
Oh yeah, when the captain comes up on him at the end and the captain says, I gotta take you back so you can be tried for murder. Tom Hardy's like, gotta say, Captain, I'm not a fan of that plan.
Exactly.
It's really good shit. My final thought is, shelve out the money and go see it. I know it's playing a lot more places more recently than it came here.
Right.
A lot of you out there maybe have already seen it. If you haven't, give it a shot so my car will stop beeping. If you haven't, pay full price and go see this shit.
Yeah, I've had a really good 3 weeks, man. Got to see Star Wars, and then Hateful Eight, and now The Revenant. And I'm like, I've been pleasantly surprised by all three of those movies. For completely different reasons, of course, but... Man,
I just had The Forest earlier.
Yeah, you had to... I'm just like, what kind of weird world have we been sucked into where I've been seeing good movies lately? I didn't have to see The Road Trip. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Even though you fuckers out there were like, oh, please, God, send Irving to The Road Trip. Fuck you! You go see The Road Trip and you fucking review it, jackass.
I'll spoil it for you. It wasn't very good.
Oh, really?
I wonder if the
fourth movie of a shitty first movie isn't very good. That's a big surprise right there.
Did I tell you I had a Pink Flamingos reference? when they're on the plane.
What?
They're on the plane, and John Waters is on the plane, because sure.
What?
And John Waters is like, yeah, come sit next to me, Chipmunk. And Alvin goes, no thanks, I've seen pink flamingos. We go see...
They're fucking children!
We go
Why
see
the fuck
this
have they seen pink flamingos?
fucking afternoon screening.
What the fuck
There's
is...
us in the theater and some guy by himself in the back. Some creeper ass dude sitting back there by himself.
He was waiting for little kids and was disappointed when he didn't get
When
any.
me and Allison showed
Yeah.
up instead.
Pretty much.
Fuck. That's why he liked Star Wars so much as he did, because it opened opposite Chipmunks. Everyone was at Star Wars. Chipmunks didn't even get a pre-screening.
That's true.
Like, wow. Fucking shit, I gotta go see this fucking movie now.
Yes.
I had to see 2 movies that night, Road Trip and Sisters, and I actually liked Road Trip better than Sisters.
Really?
You know, don't get me wrong, Road Trip sucked. But
I'm surprised. I I heard good things about Sisters, but I guess that's
did you like the trailer?
I thought it was alright. It wasn't something that I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go out and see it, but I'm like, I'll catch that. I mean, I
think
like...
you might like it.
I like
alright.
Tina Fey.
So do I, but like, I
it's-
mean, it's one of those where like I wasn't sold on the trailer, and for me the movie was just like the trailer, and I didn't.
Okay.
And it was 2 hours long. At least Alvin and the Chipmunks was in and out in 80 minutes.
Well, that's yeah. They're like, we know we don't have shit to say, so here's an 80-minute movie.
Well,
Enjoy.
next week is the sequel to The Revenant, Norm of the North.
Are those supposed to be lemmings? Is that, or what the fuck are
They're
they?
lemmings. They're
Really?
really trying to sell that shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So Norm of the North is next week.
Where the
so
fuck did this movie come from? I didn't hear a goddamn
January.
thing.
That's where it comes from.
Well, I mean, obviously, but I didn't hear fucking 2 words about it until 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, the fuck
Really?
is this shit?
I got a trailer for it. I've been to a lot of the
Well,
kids'
because you
movies
watched
this
fucking
year.
Road Trip. That's probably
No,
why.
even before then, like, I don't even know if we got a trailer for it in front of Road Trip, but like, even before that, I've been to a lot of the kids' movies this year, so I
Okay. Well, I can see that.
I've gotten the trailer a few times, and it looks just as terrible every single goddamn fucking time. So maybe since you missed the Road Trip, I mean, maybe, you know,
Fucking Norm
Norm
of the
of the North will be the sweet bad kids movie spot.
Good God. That's another new franchise I can learn to hate. Yay!
If it makes it that far.
I don't, well. Just take your kids to go see Star Wars.
Yeah.
Do that.
After
Have
you
Star Wars make money.
after you've taken after you've taken them to the Revenant.
Right, yeah. You gotta see The Revenant first.
Star Wars needs your money, man. It's really out
It's
there.
it's tough, man. It's tough
Yeah.
out there, and you know, people hate Star Wars. They need your help.
It's hard out there for an Abrams. It needs your help, man.
Help us, viewers. Your only hope.
Yeah. See it.
Adios.